Hello, hello, hello. How are you guys doing? Welcome, welcome. I think music is fine. Microphone is fine. The only thing it's the sound on my end, it's way too loud. Sorry for the interruption. We were having some difficulties with and why I'm hearing myself double. Oh, because I'm actually watching the streams as well for the check. Okay. So everything should look back to normal. Good. So, what did I miss here? Hey, Cam. Yeah, we were debugging kick. I was having the issue was on my side, apparently. I was still having the resolution set to 2K, so 1440p, and that actually messed everything up. And yes, we launched the shop. You can find it on shop.lumiastream.com if you want some merch, or you want to actually send your friend subscription to Lumiastream. You can also do that in that shop. But what we want to discuss today is something totally different. The issue is I need to uncheck this. Okay. And then we have our camera that it has a filter on. There we go. That's a bit better, right? So welcome, Cam Views. Welcome, well, Kingpin and X-Man. Happy Wednesday. Keep up the good work. Excited to start using more features again after I upgraded my PC, but I do have some question for sure if it's fixed, but the user levels were a little confusing. If you do have questions, you can type !Q followed by your question, and I'll definitely gonna check it out. We are currently having some issues with our chatbot on Kick. It's for whatever reason it got banned, and we're trying to sort that out with them. But one thing that I want to show you, it's regarding on the 8.8.0 version on Lumiastream, that it's not yet released to beta. It should have been till now, but we still have some fine tuning to be done until we actually place it. So we're gonna be about an hour or two or three, depending on how fast we can move, and we'll see that. Yeah, looks like on Twitch the chatbot, it's not really there. Want to check if everything else on the other sides are good. So let me actually send a message here. And see if that works. Oop. I need to do a refresh. Okay. And what about any DMX improvements coming to Lumia? DMX, I don't really know exactly what you mean, but I know that Cove does with that question. What I want to show you today, it's things that we were waiting for about 3 weeks since they updated their app. It's regarding this little thing, which is a Tapo smart plug that we have here, and we're gonna test it out. I don't know with what device we're gonna test it out, because I don't really have something to plug it in. Yeah, that's gonna be an interesting thing. I haven't thought that through, but let me jump on YouTube. Voice command update. No, not not yet there. We're gonna be on 9.0. Voice commands and also AI TTS on the overlays. Yeah, 8.9 or 9.0. Well, it's planned to be on 9.0. If it comes earlier, it's only because Cove. It's only his fault if it comes earlier. Normally, it's planned for 9.0. So... yeah, we actually, it's not news right now because... Hey, bro. Thank you for cleaning my... my glass over there. It's kind of blurry, isn't it? All right. Thank you for that. So we are gonna try to actually use the Tapo. The Tapo we're gonna have a bit harder to actually add it to Lumia, but I'm gonna still show you how to do it because we're gonna be tricky. I don't know how many of you guys are using Mac for your streaming computer. I think the majority of the people are using Windows machines, like PCs, like me. And yes, we had the Goku over there. If you didn't notice from the last time, we're gonna place more things over there. That's gonna be my display. So DM works in Lumia, but it's a bit of a pain. Oh, we do have Pokemon over there. Type bug and flying. I wonder who that is. I never know all Pokemons. You tried Govee and Hugh and Casa. You're talking about smart plugs? Oh, DMX lights. All right, so I'm gonna plug this this one over here. Unfortunately, I don't have something to actually show it to you, but it does have a blue light somewhere, right? Or any kind of light. Oh, there you go. Oh yeah, it has a small light. Unfortunately, it's hard for you guys to notice because my lights are so bright. Let me turn them off a bit. You see, it has a light there. That means it's connected. So you can use your Tapo app to actually add them in your Tapo, right? Exactly like you were doing before. I'm gonna go in just chatting a bit, just chatting or presenting. I think presenting. Let's go there. And of course, it didn't work. Okay, just chatting it is. All right. Oops. That shouldn't be played. Not now. Not now. All right. So over here, let me actually see if I have already a connection. Tapo. We don't have any connection of Tapo, right? So we're just adding right now a new one. So how you're gonna go and do it right now? I'm gonna go again to add new connection. Tapo. And this is gonna be on the Tapo plugs, right? And here you have, of course, your email and password. All right. So after you insert your email and password, even if my Tapo plug it's not currently connected, it is connected to the Wi-Fi and everything, it's not gonna show in the list. You're gonna have to manually introduce your IP, and this is gonna be the fun part. The problem with that is that you need either to go into your router and check which one it's your it is the IP for the plug, or you can use advanced IP scanner I can share you the link for it. And you can actually run it without even installing. So I'm gonna do that. Don't want to have an installation if I'm not gonna use it. And this is gonna show up. So it's a blank page. It doesn't have pretty much anything on it until you start scanning. So this what this does. It's actually scanning your network to see the IPs for your current local area network, right? The devices that your computer can actually connect to. And right now, since I am on 1.9.1.6.4.1, because that's my subnet mask from 4.1 to 4.254, we're gonna search for all of those devices that are currently on that subnet mask. And over here, I'm gonna have all my stuff, right? This is local, so you cannot connect to it, so that's fine. This is, of course, the TP link. This is my router on the first port. And then I have all the devices inside. And by some reason, I'm not able to see any Tapo over here, because for some reason, my maybe on your side, it will gonna be different. But on my side, the plug, it's not providing a manufacturer over here. So what I'm doing, I'm clicking this one to expand all. And then I'm searching for this protocol. This is ship 2.0. In my case, I know that this is my plug. So I'm clicking on it, right click, copy and IP. And after that, I'm going to introduce it in Lumia. And if I add it, then my smart plug comes in over here and I can actually connect it. And after doing that and refresh, it takes a bit. Now I have the Tapo connection over here and I can turn it on and off. We're gonna check it out in a second. So I think I'm gonna have to go in presentation mode to do that. But I do have a... I don't think I removed the green screen from it. Let's see. Actually, I don't mind to have a big screen over here. All right. So we're gonna go into a test command. If I do have a test command. Okay, so we have a testing command. And then over here, I'm gonna go and check the, where is it? Not dynamic, plugs and key lights. And here I have my smart plug Tapo inside. It's actually shown over there, right? Yeah. So if I add it, right now it's active. I'm gonna actually make it a lot darker over here so you can see the lights on it. You see right now it's green over there. It's a very small light. And if I turn it off and test it out, that turns off. If I turn it on, that turns on. So the connection with Tapo works on the smart plugs. And this will gonna be available on the next beta release. And it should happen today, right? If nothing else happens in the meantime. It's still on schedule to actually release it today. All right. So that was one of the things that that we fixed on this beta, but we added some other things as well. And another cool feature is that right now under the connections, we have the Elgato key light, we have the Elgato Stream Deck, but we never had the Elgato camera HUD and also the prompter. So right now we added new integration with Elgato, and that it's for Wavelink and Camera Hub. So camera hub, it's also gonna stand the same connection for also your prompter, if you do have it, because it basically connects to the same application. And for example, I can go on camera hub. I don't know if I actually use the virtual camera from the camera hub or not, but we're gonna use that. We're gonna change the camera from here and use the virtual one from the camera hub, and then we can try to activate different position to move it up, down, left, right. I don't know, tracking the face, adding filter effects, blur, and everything else that the Elgato camera hub it actually supports. So I'm doing that. For sure, I need to actually start it. So if it's not started, definitely I'm not using the virtual one. So now we started the Elgato Elgato camera hub, and I have my Elgato Facecam Pro connected to it. What can I do with Wavelink specifically can do? So you can activate filters, you can set volume for the streamer, you can set volume for yourself, mute it, and I think that, well, we're gonna get to that. We're gonna get to that, Cam. Be a bit patient. We're gonna get there. So let's actually go through through the face cam with the camera hub. But we're gonna get to Wavelink as well. So got that one opened, and now I'm just leaving it as it is. 127.0.0.1 means local host, and this is the port that it's listening to. So we're connecting, connection successful. Yeah, I'm gonna try to demo everything that we were working for this beta build. So if I think it's important to actually share it with you guys, I will, and we're gonna have fun together doing it. I'm hoping that we are gonna have fun together to do it. Whatever. Hello, hello. Also, with Lumia, ever connect to Serato or DJ software? If you want a custom integration, I would suggest you go to Discord in the requests and ideas and post it there. And if it gets more people interested and gets more votes, then we're gonna look into it. As per now, I don't think we have don't have it in plan for our roadmap. Okay, so we added this one. I'm gonna go and check it. Share us more information in Discord, whatever. Because I don't even know the app. We were having a different connection for, I don't know how it was called before, but they changed their software in the meantime, and we're not supporting it anymore. But that's what happens when you have a lot of integrations. It's we're not getting actually information when they are doing an update. We're gonna be like one user. So when you receive an information that an application did an update, we received it as well. So we're not having like a prior notice. Hey, we're doing this update. It might affect you in some ways, and the more integrations we have, the more difficult it is to actually keep track on all of them and fix everything that they are changing while they are changing it. So that's the main reason. But yeah, if you post it in the ideas and requests in our Discord, I can actually show where. So over here, we have ideas and requests. And these are the votes that are actually receiving, right? So you can do a new post and post it over here. I'm gonna give you the link in the chat as well. if I actually can. There we go. Okay, so we are currently on Elgato camera hub. Let me change shortly the way my camera shows. We're gonna see Elgato for a second. Don't worry about it. I'm actually using the Elgato virtual camera. All right, so that's great. So if we are using the Elgato virtual camera, so far the only kind of version is that non-hardware with sound switch for DMX only. If you were to connect as in sound to light to any DJ software, Lumia would be a hot app for DJs everywhere. Yeah, especially if they're doing live streaming, because basically the purpose of Lumia, it's actually to trigger alerts from chat and do everything with the integrations that we have. But it's a good idea. I would definitely place it in the inside Discord. All right. Let's create a command to actually zoom in a bit. So let's go commands, add command. I'm gonna call it zoom. And then we're gonna go in camera hub actions. And we have set webcam property. And then we have zoom. And right now, for me, it's set to 100. But if I go 250, let's test the action. That's good. And now zoom out, zoom in. So you can play with this thing. And for example, I wanted to go from this point, right? I want to go to this zoom, but I want to be centered to my face. So I'm gonna add this action right here. And then I'm gonna go from zoom, I'm gonna go pan. And I don't know which direction is, that's left and right. Okay, so a bit more right to actually center my face. Right? Let's add that. And then we're gonna go to tilt. I'm gonna go further down. And we're gonna go and add action. So right now I made this command where I'm zooming in on my camera. Let's click apply. Let's actually call it zoom in. Let's click apply. And then let's create another command. Well, actually, we're not going to create another command because it's easier to just duplicate that, right? So I'm going to duplicate this one. I'm going to click on the triple dots over here. I'm going to copy it. So it made a zoom in copy. I'm going to rename that to zoom out. And what we're going to do, we're going to modify this ones to be zoom to be 100. Then pan to be 0. And then tilt to be 0 as well. Refresh, apply, refresh again. And now we have two commands created. One, we're gonna zoom in and be on my face, like this one, and one we're gonna zoom out normally. It kind of like for a fraction of a second, it's not doing like so it firstly zooms in and then it goes pan and then it goes tilt. So it goes in the same order. It's just gonna do in a fraction of a second, but it's still noticeable. But yeah, you can, after that, you can actually create commands for, I don't know. For example, I have Goku over there shown on the top. And if I want to actually show him, let's zoom in and let's go on pan a lot to the left side. I think it's max to the left side. And then let's save that. And then we're gonna go tilt to go a bit further up. Further up, buddy. There we go, until we see Goku over there. And we can actually zoom in a bit more. There we go. So now I have a command to show to show the things that I have on top of my computer. So if I go back on zoom out, I'm gonna be my, oh no, that was zoom in. If I go on zoom out, it's me. If I go on zoom in, it's showing whatever I have on top. A bit different because I think I forgot to save it. Let's go further back down. There we go. That looks good. I forgot to save and then apply. So zoom out, you can see me. Zoom in, you can see what's up there. And you notice that the resolution, it's not bad. This is because the Elgato Facecam Pro, it's actually a 4K resolution camera. And even if it's sending full HD to the virtual camera, when it zooms in, it's still gonna crop from that 4K and send it zoom in. That's why you actually see it very clearly. So if I was going right now in the camera action, actually it's not that bad over here. Of course, you can see some blurriness there, but it's close to 400 zoom in. I can see some pixels moving. All right, let's go back to zoom out. And that's not all the things that you can do with the camera hub. So that was just webcam property. But we have also NVIDIA video effect, NVIDIA AR effect, the loot effect, the select your device, but right now I have just one device, so that will not gonna work for me. Then if you have a loot for your camera, you can add it. Set prompter property as well. So what I want to do, let's see, NVIDIA AR effect. Can we go with eye contact? No, this is creepy. We're not gonna do that. Yeah, it has face tracking right now. We don't want that. Oh, did that crash? Yeah, that crashed the Elgato camera hub up. Okay. Apparently we are back. We are back. So let me check. Eye contact. Face tracking. Yeah. Though it's still in beta, these are not currently working for the AR effect. And also set NVIDIA effect. So for example, blur. Wow. That turned everything off. Okay, remove words. So none. Oh, none. It's now you can see actually it's blurry. Is it blurry, right? Yeah, now I have like a botched effect around me from the filter, and I can remove it and I can place it back. But blur makes it all black. Yeah, so I don't know why it's doing that. We'll definitely need to debug a bit more on these video effects. And then it's a prompter, but unfortunately I do not have Elgato prompter. so I cannot test it out. Okay, but this was the camera hub. We can actually go on Wavelength. So if you do have Stream Deck Plus or Elgato microphone, you're gonna have access to this nice audio routing software over here. And I like it because you see my music, it's going to music. This is what it's going to OBS. And then the volume in OBS, I'm setting it there manually. But this is the volume that it goes to my headset. So even if I move it up and down, even if I mute it completely, right now I do not have any music running on my headset, I'm not gonna affect you. You're still gonna hear the music just fine, and I can increase it to a level that I can actually support with using the headset. And then I can do adding filters on top of it as well. So right now my microphone is separate, so it's not going directly, but I think we should actually try to do that. Should we try to do that? Well, I can mute the microphone and then just place the monitoring, because every single effect that you are adding to any single audio source over here will gonna be sent into the either monitor mix, either to the streaming mix. And this is the left side, it's the monitor bars, and on the right side it is streaming bars. So basically for right now I can actually mute this one completely and you're still gonna hear the music just fine. It's because instead of using this ones over here, I'm actually using the music audio channel output inside the OBS instead of using the stream mix. You might ask why I'm doing that. It's because I do like the filters for the audio on the microphone from OBS. I didn't play it enough to actually like the ones from Elgato over here. I know that they have also an equalizer. So if I open the equalizer, yeah. Give me a second. So go into the equalizer and settings. We're gonna find your equalizer over here, and you can set the microphone and listen to it as best as you, and set it up as you like, basically, because you can move these things. It's actually very not really hard to work with, to be honest. So for example, you can remove some bass if you want to, or you want to increase some of the bass on your voice. Then this is like mid bass. This is definitely mid, and you can do it both ways. That's actually pretty impressive. All right. And then you definitely want to remove some highs, because that will gonna sound like you're on a F1 narrator over there. But yeah, that's actually pretty cool to actually play around with. I'll test it out and tell you how it feels, but I'm gonna actually place it inside here, because this is not just the filter, one filter like equalizer. You can go inside here, and from their side you can add effect, and then you can click get more audio effects. And what this does, it's actually bringing up a website with a lot, well, not really a lot, a few of them. And everything is free except this one reverb over here. I don't really know what that does, but if you want reverb, there are different ones that you can actually use for doing reverbs. And I think they are actually supporting also third-party audio filters. Not knowing for sure, but I think You can add import effect chain. Okay, this is, oh. So this has, I think this is inserted by me, because this is definitely not something from Elgato. And yeah, you can definitely modify it over here as well, as you can see. So you can add multiple filters for it. But okay, so how we can actually do that? Let's go into our Lumia and add the connection for the wavelength. I'm gonna go in connections. And we're gonna find Elgato wavelength over here. It's connecting basically the same way. So just click finish. And then we have over here the Elgato wavelength connection. So let's go into some commands and try to do some stuff. So let's actually add another audio source over here. Audio output capture. And it's going to be stream mix. And this is going to be, I hope it's not too loud when I'm doing it, or it's not sounding terrible. I'm sorry in advance that if it's doing something like that, I'm not trying to do that. Okay. So where is it? System, music, auxiliary, game, headphones, voice chat. Oh, I think it's an input, not an output. Yeah. Input capture. Stream mix. Yeah. Over here we have, you're not seeing it. Okay. So inside here as my input, we have the wavelength monitor and wavelength stream. I'm going to use the wavelength stream because it's going to be basically this bar over here. This is the stream mix and this is the monitor mix. So basically that input will going to go in the stream mix. I currently have an activated filter. We're going to just mute them all. Make sure that none of them are activated because we want to activate them by ourselves using Lumiastream. So right now, no filter is activated. It's grayed out here. And let's say, what filter do we have? Black Ops voice modifier. But first we need to add it. I forgot to add the stream mix. All right. I'm sorry if it's doing something weird right now. Okay. I mute my microphone and I mute the audio that was doubling. And I think it's coming both in the same place. I think my microphone gets a bit of the background noise, but that's fine. We can add background noise removal. In order to tell that if I have background removal, I'm gonna just pause the song over here and I'm gonna be quiet for a second. Oh, a lot of background noise. Yeah, I'm sorry for the background noise. I told you that some things were gonna happen. And we're gonna create the first command, remove background noise. Because, yeah, obvious reasons, right? And we're gonna go to wavelength actions and we're gonna go filter set. We're gonna go on input, we're gonna place Elgato wave free. Hello, Imperial. Welcome in. And for this, we're gonna go with, we didn't have the effect added over here. So add effects, Elgato, compressor EQ, voice modifier. It has just voice focus over here. I don't know if we have that Filter set, mute, set input volume, mute, toggle output delay. So wavelength, all filters. Okay, so apparently if you want to remove the noise there, we're gonna have to do it in here for now. So voice focus. And now I think all my background noise got removed from using the filter built in. I think they're still using the NVIDIA noise reduction. So it might sound actually pretty good. Let me know what you think about with this turned off, like this, and with this turned on, and tell me which one is better. For sure, the one without the background noise should be better. But we're gonna try to activate Black Ops 6 voice modifier filter over here. All right, so we're gonna go on filter and set the Black Ops 6 voice modifier. And currently it's set to on. So if I click test, now my voice, I'm not gonna be able to hear it. Well, I'm actually can do that real quick. So I can hear myself twice. That's gonna be annoying for a second, but doing it for science. Where is it? Stream mix, monitor and yeah. If I monitor, it goes back into wavelength and creates that thing. So I'm not able to hear myself. Except, but if I turn this down, where it goes, I think it goes, since it's OBS, it should go in the system. So I'm gonna turn this off for you guys, right? Let me try it again. Okay. Now, perfect. Now I can hear myself. And if I test it, hello, hello. How are you doing? Everything fine? I definitely hear it. Hello, hello. Now it's without the filter. Now it's with the filter. Okay. Okay, so that works pretty good. Okay, I don't want to hear myself again. I'm gonna be fine. I'm gonna trust you guys, okay? So I stopped that. I can place back. Oop. Get back to your place. Get back to your place. All right. So that was Black Ops, but there are other filters as well, and I think it supports different kind of effects. It's not, if you're trying to actually copy and do the same thing that they are doing on voice mod, for example, I think it's gonna be harder to do it with filters. But yeah, you can achieve something like that. And over here, we can go and set like little mod voice effects. I don't know what this is, but if it's funny, try to laugh, send emotes. I'm gonna try this one. I have no idea what it does. Lil mod voice effects. Can we actually configure it? Lil Mo's voice effects. Oh, there you go. This is actually connecting to voice mod. Do I need to have voice mod on? If it does, can we actually place voices via wavelength integration and voice mod? Because that will gonna be dope. So let me try to do it again. A little voice mod effects. Oh, I don't think we can actually do anything. It's just showing the animation of the voice mod on it. So it's just a plugin for just little mod voice. All right. Here goes nothing. I'm going to set it to on. 3, 2, 1. Hello, everybody. Did this change my voice? And did it sound better or not? I have no idea. Okay, we can close the voice mod because this is definitely not going through voice mod. Where's that? Voice mod, exit. Thank you. Bye. Didn't really hear a change in the less able it'll be able to think for itself. The more that humanity uses AI, the less able will be to think for itself. Well, I don't know if I would agree to that. Because how I'm thinking about AI is giving it the repetitive tasks to do and me to focus on something totally different that AI cannot do for the moment. So I don't know how it sounds. Let me actually hear it myself. Give me a second. Let me actually check if it sounds good or bad. You don't need to hear it, so otherwise we're gonna produce that echo-ish. Hello? Well, that didn't change anything. So with the voice effects, little mod voice effects on, it didn't do anything. So it does have it activated. Yeah, it does have it activated over here, but it's not changing my voice apparently. So I don't know what's with this. These little mod voice effects, I think I took it from their marketplace, right? So over here, they have this little mod voice effects. Ultimate voice effect. Well, oh, I didn't saw this thing on. Why not? Reinstall it, please. The following application are still using. Okay. The following application. Okay. I'm not gonna be hearing me for a second, guys. Give me a second. Okay, you should be able to hear me back now. Okay, so apparently this little mod voice effects, it's something more. Oh, there we go. Now you can change your voice. Pitch down, volume music. You have get all voices here. 100 plus voices in voice mod app. Yeah, I know, but how can I? It would be cool if we can actually integrate voice mod directly into Wavelink and then activate the voice that we want directly into Wavelink with this integration as well. Because that's gonna be cool. All right, so right now it's not active, but if I activate it, now I think I'm sounding way different than before, right? Has this changed my voice? I have no idea why you guys are laughing right now. I have a drummer? Okay, should we go and... Oh, we have also reverb over here. Should we increase the reverb? Now we're gonna create me an echo or something? And if I click download over here, it just goes me to, yeah, the voice mod. But now since I have this one over here, can we actually open voice mod and include more voices over here? Because that would be freaking awesome. Because I do have to, no, I still just go get all the voices here. So it just gives you to use voice mod, basically. All right, turning back off. Drill Reaper. All right, that's a new word. Camp. But yeah, so that was the filter set, which is actually pretty cool on its own. That you can actually activate filters. I just activated the filters on the microphone, but of course you can actually add different filters to all of the outputs over here, and then you can actually turn them on via Lumiastream. Then we have mute input. So, for example, if I'm trying to mute the music for the stream mix, so you're not going to be able to hear it anymore. And right now it's set to mute. And if I click test action, oh, you're not hearing the music right now? Why not? Oh, because no. Oh, because you have muted over here the music. Sorry for the loud music there for a second. Is this fine? Who else but me? Hello, hello. Welcome in. I was talking about before. Okay, so now we have also the music on. I forgot that it was muted over here. So we want to mute the music. And if I test the action, well, let's wait for a second because the music just ended. Oh no, this is unmuted and this is muted. Apparently mute output doesn't work. So mute input, stream mix, or both. Let's go both. Let's see if that works. No. Maybe on just my mic. No. Apparently it doesn't. The mute input is still not working. Then we have set input volume. Let's go to, again, to music. And I want to go stream to go 50%. And apparently this doesn't work as well. All right, so set input volume, mute output. Oh. Mute output. This doesn't do anything yet. Right, and then toggle output. I don't know what this is, to be honest. Okay, so basically what it does work, and it works well, it's the filter set for now. I'm just gonna tell you guys that this is currently in our alpha version. So it will gonna be fixed in the final release. We might actually release it like this in the beta, just for you to play around with it and report bugs for us to fix it. So yeah, that was the Wavelink integration. What do you guys think about this, too? The camera hub actions and also the wavelength actions inside Lumiastream. I just started implementing Lumia last week and having so much fun, so always down for more info. If you do have questions, let me know. Just type exclamation mark Q followed by the question in the chat, and I'll definitely gonna go and answer that. I need to fully dig in this. Yeah, some of the things over here are not really working, but the one that I do love, it's definitely the camera hub. This one, it's pretty darn cool. So for example, this one to show Goku over there, and then to zoom back on me, it's just a click of a button of for the zoom out and zoom in commands that we created over here. It's actually pretty dope. Without me doing anything, right? It's really cool, right? So yeah, this is what we created with a camera hub. So you can definitely zoom in portions of your screen and then zoom out while you want to zoom out. Can we get a move transition effect? Like to slowly zoom in and slowly zoom out. That's what you mean? Like while you're in here and you're playing with the zoom to go like this and then to the direction that you want. I think I can do that even right now, but we're gonna be a pain. Gonna be a pain because I'm gonna place like a 0.01 delay and then zoom it a bit more in, and then another delay, and then zoom it a bit more in, and then another delay and zoom it a bit more in. Right now, when you place, you send those values to the camera hub, it's not sending them all the numbers from transitioning to one point to the other, like you were sliding to that slide bar, like you were doing it manually. It'll gonna just give it direct the numbers. Who is that Pokemon? Type water and poison. Puerto Rican Ashley. How are you doing? Okay, so that was for the Elgato stuff, but we have some more things on our sleeves for this beta. And I don't know if you noticed the guys on YouTube. We still have guys on YouTube, right? Type in the chat and see how fast it actually shows on the screen. This is using their new API for very fast integration with the chat. It's instead of we were pulling every single time the their API to grab what came in from our last pull. Right now we're having like a subscription, and when a chat message goes in, it automatically sends it to us. So this is a new API that it is integrated. Yeah, you're seeing it actually on the screen, right? That you are going over there. So you can see how fast the transition is from from when you typed until when it actually appears on the chat. Before it was between 5 to 10 seconds, and plus the delay that you had, and now it's basically just the delay that you have. Yeah, I'm streaming on YouTube as well. I do have a second question then as well as the first. With the chat in regards TikTok, Lumia does not pick up every message, whereas Tickfinity does. will this be fixed? We're still implementing things in TikTok. It is our newer integration, so it'll gonna get there. It's still you know, getting it to get everything out, but they are compared to the other applications, the other platforms that we are having an integration on TikTok, they are sending a lot more events. So every single time you click that like button on TikTok, it's an event that it's sent. Imagine 100 guys clicking that like button like 10 times a second. We're gonna get 1,000 events coming from TikTok in that 1 second. That's not gonna be a problem, but we're gonna try to filter some stuff out from it so we can actually capture everything. We'll see how to do it. So yeah, the new API for YouTube has been implemented, and it's gonna be available on this release on the beta. So if you're a YouTube streamer and you're using Lumia, now if somebody on YouTube types ! something for a command, we're gonna trigger a lot faster than it was before. Like a lot faster. Close to instant. Same that happens on the other platforms like Twitch and Kick, because we are having kind of the same implementation on those as well. Okay, so that was one, and I want you guys to be actually saying that if you heard about SwitchBot. Not if you are using it, if you actually ever heard of SwitchBot. I'm not having a one on my side, but we have a new integration called SwitchBot. This is these are basically turning non-smart things into smart things. Yeah, that's a different thing. This is not a bot for streaming platforms. No, this is like a robot that actually triggers a switch. And for example, you are having like normal lights, and you have I don't know how it's the term in English. Sorry, my English is not my first language, by the way. Let me actually Google it. I should know that word. Oh, it's switch. God damn it. Okay, so if you want to turn your lights, you have to press the switch. But if it's not a smart light, you'll still have to go to there and press the switch. With this, it actually can press it for you. That's what it does. It's not just for switches. You can turn on computers. If you place it on the computer, it have like, I can actually show you what it is. Okay. Give me a second. So this is basically it, right? If that page loads. So this is a thing that moves this head. It's just moving up and down to turn things on and off. That's it. That's exactly what it does. So you can place it on like a coffee machine to actually press a button in the morning to actually make the coffee if you have an automatically coffee machine. You can place it on switches. Oh, here is the example of on a coffee machine. And if you just leave the mug over there and you want a coffee in the morning, you don't have to go over there and then just activate the SwitchBot for you to actually do that. So that's kind of basically it. That's what it does. Chat can make me a coffee now. Yeah, if you have a switch bot, then you can definitely use that implementation to make your chat to make you a coffee, right? Add to cart. All right. So that was a new implementation done. And let me check what else will gonna be in this beta. So how many of you guys are using OBS to actually stream? And how many of you guys are using a different streaming platform? And also what it is. Let me see a quick in the chat while I'm drinking some water. Okay, so this is not a feature. This is actually a removal of a thing from OBS. We are stopping supporting the WebSocket version 4 to connect to OBS. That means when you are trying to do your OBS connection, it's gonna be on the version 5, the newest version. You're not gonna be able to have the option to go back to version 4. So that's one thing removed. We also going to remove the Alexa integration. It was broken and it was never working. We didn't receive complaints that so people weren't actually using that integration anyway. So Alexa is gonna go down. And Ableton Link, this was the software for DJs. They changed their API and it's not working, so we're gonna sunset that as well. If you do have other applications that can connect to WebSockets and you're doing a DJ, please contact us. We want to hear about it. I will not be able to switch scenes on OBS any longer. No, I didn't say that. OBS actions and everything are still gonna be exactly the same. The only thing it's the way we will gonna connect to OBS will gonna be, well, exactly the same if you're using OBS version 5. And what that means is, I'm gonna actually show it to you. Sorry for the infinity loop, but in order to show OBS, I need to show it. So inside tools over here, we have the OBS server settings, right? So inside here, you have your server port, you're enabling the WebSocket server, and you're having the password, right? That's nothing new. By default, from version 30 on OBS, they are using WebSockets version 5, not WebSockets version 4. If you do have an older version of OBS, you will need to upgrade to actually still connect Lumia. But most likely from a year and now, when they actually made that change, I don't think you even noticed that it was gonna be gone. It's a very old protocol that they were using, and they switched over from that to the new one. And we were always supporting that, but we was also supporting the old one, and we'll just gonna sunset that. Yeah, no problem. I'm still using OBS. I'm switching scenes. I'm doing transitions and having alerts from OBS as well. So we're not gonna shut down that for sure. No way. Okay. Other thing that did. Okay, a lot of bug fixes. A lot of variables, renames, and I think that's pretty much covers it. Oh, we added on fourth wall connection. I don't know if we have one over here. Oh, we do have a fourth wall. So right now, under the alerts for the fourth wall, we added 3 new alerts over here. It's the giveaway started, giveaway ended, and thank you sent. These are 3 new alerts for fourth wall that will gonna be added for the next beta. Quick question. If I had the subscription and made alerts, scenes, themes, etc., and lost the subscription, when I resub, that all come back, do those things save? Yeah, those are saved on our cloud servers. So if your subscription ended, then you'll be limited to just 8 of them. But if you didn't delete them, then when you activate your subscription back, you're gonna be still having them. Do you have a variable that shows the last game played in my shoutouts for Twitch? We do have, of course. In over here, where is it? On the commands, chatbot commands. When you're doing the shoutout over here, this is the clip target category variable. I don't know exactly what you're referring to. So do you have a variable that shows the last game played in my shoutouts for Twitch? That's a bit weird. Can you rephrase that, please? The categories is what you want. Yeah, you want the category for the guy that you are shouting out, right? So in order to save it, I don't know. Hey, Rambo, how are you doing, sir? How is Rambo tonight? Yeah, we were just showing what we have implemented during the last few weeks. And since beta is just around the corner, I was just showing them off. Like leaking out before releasing, you know. I've been doing today. Okay. When I give a shout out, I want to show the last game played by the person that I'm giving. Okay, so that means I answered the correct your question correctly. So basically, in the shout out over here, you have the clip target category. If you do want to actually store it in a particular variable or create a variable, you can always go in Lumia actions and then, well, first of all, you need to create a variable. You're going to go in the variable and create one variable inside here. And then you're going to go into your commands, chatbot commands, shout out. And then if you want to have a separate variable, you're going to set update variable, your variable name, whatever. And then the value is going to be clip target category. Clip target category. And then add and apply. I'm going to copy this because we're going to need to create one. And we're going to go and give a shout out to our ambassador there, Rambo. So let's, variables. Add variable. We call it whatever. I'm gonna leave it like that. And now, whatever it's not filled with anything, and when we go to Twitch and say SO the Mad Rambo, did I place it right? No, I think it's because of I know why it is, Rambo.
Where do we go?
There we go.
Where do fuck's sake?
The issue is
Where do we go?
it is considered a bot. Lumiastream is considered a bot in my Lumiastream, so it's not able to trigger commands. So I didn't broke it. Yeah, I'm typing through Lumiastream, so I cannot do it. But it took me a good second to actually figure that out. So yeah, right now if I go into the variables and I'm looking to whatever over here, I can see that he played EVE Online. But it also showed in the chat as a message. So that's how you can get the category from it. All right. Right. Does listen to bot still work? What do you mean by that? Bot is not been able to trigger commands for quite a while. Actually, as far as I remember, you couldn't actually trigger commands with your chatbot. You can still do it with your streamer account. That's it's not an issue. The issue is when a chatbot it's actually listening to commands, and then inside that command it's sending another command, and then it's responding to that command, and then it's an infinity loop, and we are trying to avoid that. Where exactly? Where exactly is that toggle in your settings? I don't think so. I don't know where your chat command settings. I don't think it is possible for the chatbot to actually trigger commands. If you know where it is, Blackbeard, let me know. I'm interested, and maybe other people are as well. You're using it in a few commands. There is nothing in the commands to actually check for to allow your chatbot to actually send that. I can guarantee you that. So you have just general and dynamic defaults over here, dynamic options over here, and you're not going to be able to do that. You can actually send chat into your send messages to your chat as your bot or as yourself. That's another thing. But to listen to a command, it's not really going to happen. And if I'm not knowing about it, might actually not exist. Hey, QuadFid Adventures, welcome in. Okay. So we warped up the beta release. Do you want to talk about something? Or do you have issues, questions with it? We showed the new Tapo integration. We showed the Elgato camera hub and wavelength integrations as well. And some of other small features. I am an issue. Rambo, if you need me, you know where to find me. Tapo, it's fixed. Yes, it will gonna be fixed on this upcoming beta. I just showed you, but I can actually show you again. So, it'll gonna be a bit different. So I just unplug it because I want to actually reset the IP address and everything. And we're gonna go into our connections and remove Tapo as well. Okay, so this is my Tapo. I think it's a, I don't know what is as the version of it. It does say, yeah, I have a P110 model for EU sockets, so that's why it's having like this. If you are in UK or US, you're gonna have a different plug, but you're gonna have the same number. So I introduced it in. Let me actually make myself bigger so you can actually see it. I'm gonna show it again. The connection. So let's add a new connection and say Tapo. Now we're gonna go on the Tapo switch, the Tapo TP-Link Tapo plugs. You're gonna have a Tapo device IP. That's gonna be the difference between the first. Oh, what? I'm sorry. I was having a different output on that. Give me a second. I'll bring it back. I'm just setting the levels. Okay. I'm sorry that I was muted. I was going with a different sound source. Yeah. So I was just showing you over here that let's turn that on. That it is connected over here, and that means it's actually connected to my my Wi-Fi. So it is connected. It will gonna show you connected as well on your devices as well from the Tapo app. After that, when I go back and add the connection, yeah, I was muted on my large cam. Sorry for that. So I'm gonna add here Tapo plugs. And then the difference is that we have here a Tapo device IP. And there are a few ways to actually find out your IP on your Tapo device. One will gonna be either going to your browser and get the IP from there. Another one is I have the advanced IP scanner. I'm going to close it, so I'm going to show it from the scratch. So I'm opening advanced IP scanner. If you want the link for it, I can give it into the chat. I just downloaded to see if it works, and it shows that you're gonna see how it works. So what it does here, it's actually searching for my local area devices that are currently connected to the same internet, to the same router. So I'm gonna take a bit over here while it's scanning, and it found my router, and then the devices are gonna come in as they are discovered. Mickey is doubling? Oh yeah. Of course it's doubling. And the music was doubling as well. Yeah, that's why I was using two audios. Now I should be fine. So we're gonna wait until it's finished. It says that 18 are alive, 1 dead, and 235 unknown. I don't know. Oh, laser eyes! I turned my my lights a bit, and now I'm gonna be like. It's still gonna track me. It's Now you actually turned on my lights. Thank you so much, Ro. Appreciate it. So the scan is finished, and as you can see on the manufacturer over here, I cannot see my TP-Link Tapo plug. This is my router, so that doesn't count. Rambo closed my lights. Thank you, Rambo. You should try the Tough Life. That's the newest one I think I did on the last stream. The Tough Life integration. Okay, so you are gonna click on extend all.
Madram wiggle.
Yeah, I'm gonna be looking a bit cooler on the full camera, but we're gonna show that afterwards. So if you're not gonna find it over here, you see I have Tuya, I have Nanoleaf, I have Wiz, I have Leafy Labs, some Dyson, some another Wiz, Philips, and I don't know which one are those. So I'm gonna go and expand all, and I'm looking for the protocol ship. If I find the protocol ship, I know that this is my Tapo link. That's what they are using. And I'm going and copy the IP over here and add it in the Tapo device IP. And when I add it, it automatically finds the smart plug. So it knows where to actually connect. And if I click next and then refresh, we are connected to the Tapo. And we have a Tapo integration over here. And of course, we can go on a command. And we can edit this one. And we can go on plugs and key lights. And I can add the smart plug. And right now it's on. Let me actually turn the... It's actually hard to see. But yeah. So right now, can you see that green little dot over there? That means it's on. And right now, if I turn it off and tested it out, then that disappears. If I turn it back on, then the green light shows back on. So that fixed it. Tapo. We worked for 3 weeks for it, but it's finally fixed. It's a bit harder to. It's a bit harder to actually add them. We'll see if we can add a automatic scanner ourselves for them, but until that point, this is how you're gonna be able to add your Tapo smart plugs. Nidhorn. I don't think so. Looks like the Pokemon doesn't think so either. All right, but yeah, if you have questions or issues or whatever, Pikachu. It's not even written like that, Rambo. Nidoqueen. It was Nidoqueen. Not Nidoking. You are close though. You're really close though. Yeah, nobody got that. It just showed after time. Nobody got it. Okay, guys, if you don't have any more questions for me, if you do have eventually any questions or issues, don't hesitate to contact us either via directly inside the Lumia app. If you click this button on the right side over here, you can talk directly to me or to somebody on the team. But if you want faster support, and also some of our community members are also offering their support as well over there, go into our Discord, and inside the community support over here, post your issue or whatever you want, and I'll be catching you guys over there. Until the next one, love you all and have a luminous day. Bye, everybody.
Lumiastream, that's what I like. Let it flow, time to take control of all the lights. Lay back and cool tight. Gotta get the mood right. Yeah, this is what you need. Time to get Lumiastream. Lumiastream, that's what I like. Let it flow, time to take control of all the lights. Lay back and cool tight. Gotta get the mood right. Yeah, this is what you need. Time to get Lumiastream. Hey. Something I know you gonna like. Set the vibe for tonight with RGB smart lights. Lumiastream. Time to vibe and get in the mood. Alone or just with your crew. However you wanna do. All my streamers, YouTube, Facebook, or Twitch. Control streaming lights in real time. You can't resist. So many styles and colors. Really, you won't believe it. In person, you gotta see it. I promise that you will need it. Lumiastream, that's what I like. Let it flow, time to take control of all the lights. Lay back and cool tight. Gotta get the mood right. Yeah, this is what you need. Time to get Lumiastream. Lumiastream, that's what I like. Let it flow, time to take control of all the lights. Lay back and cool tight. Gotta get the mood right. Yeah, this is what you need. Time to get Lumiastream. Hey. Something I know you gonna like. Set the vibe for tonight with RGB smart lights. Lumiastream. Time to vibe and get in the mood. Alone or just with your crew. However you wanna do. All my streamers, YouTube, Facebook, or Twitch. Control streaming lights in real time. You can't resist. So many styles and colors. Really, you won't believe it. In person, you gotta see it. I promise that you will need it. Lumiastream, that's what I like. Let it flow, time to take control of all the lights. Lay back and cool tight. Gotta get the mood right. Yeah, this is what you need. Time to get Lumiastream. Lumiastream, that's what I like. Let it flow, time to take control of all the lights. Lay back and cool tight. Gotta get the mood right. Yeah, this is what you need. Time to get Lumiastream. Hey. Something I know you gonna like. Set the vibe for tonight with RGB smart lights. Lumiastream. Time to vibe and get in the mood. Alone or just with your crew. However you wanna do. All my streamers, YouTube, Facebook, or Twitch. Control streaming lights in real time. You can't resist. So many styles and colors. Really, you won't believe it. In person, you gotta see it. I promise that you will need it. Lumiastream.